Ano? Sige, simulan po natin with this one. May equation ba din? So uh, the continuation, it's still the equation method. Okay? Merong set na equation, you just have to determine the values and then plug into the given equation and then you have it. You will get the value. Okay? So ganun po yung ating first part. It is still the equation method. And later we will be discussing the graphical method, which is the Moore circle, and we will be exactly adapting the procedure presented by Hibbeler. So are you seeing now the presentation? Okay, please react if you are hearing the
Okay.
audio.
So again, good day to everyone. So today we will have the
Okay,
continuation
thank
of
you.
our discussion of our chapter 5, all right? That is we will be having now the principal stresses and the maximum in plane shear stress. So here as it states there, in engineering practice, we often need to determine where the maximum normal stress occurs, where the minimum stress occurs, and where the shear stress becomes maximum. Okay, so why is this important? So primarily because the failure of materials usually happens at these critical stress conditions. Okay, and what is the concept of principal stress? Okay, so let's start with the principal stresses. Okay, so principal stresses, from the word principal, it relates to the maximum and the minimum. Okay? Maximum and minimum normal stresses acting on a material at a specific orientation where the shear stress is zero. Okay? Take note of this one, where the shear stress is zero. Okay? That means at principal planes, no shear stress. Okay? Only normal stresses exist. So you should always remember that. And aside from the principal stresses, aside from determining the maximum and minimum normal stresses, another thing that we should have to find is the orientation, the angle theta p. Okay? So to find where these principal stresses occur, we take the derivative of the stress equation and set it equal to zero. Okay? So we have here the equation. And then just remember this derive equation for determining the value or the angle theta p, okay, which is the orientation of the principal planes. Okay, so that equation will help us find the angle theta p. Again, that is the orientation of the principal planes. Okay. And then for the principal stress formula, okay, sabi ko sa inyo, we have method of determining the value of the stresses happen in the plane. So we could use these equations, and if you could still recall, mayroon tayong ilan na pag-aralan, the equation for determining the stress of sigma x prime, sigma y prime, the sigma xy prime. Okay, so here we are dealing with the principal stress formula naman po and the direction, okay, or the orientation of the principal planes. So going back, this equation, sigma rather, sigma 1 and 2, so this represent the maximum for sigma 1 and sigma 2 is the minimum principal stress. Okay? And we are guided with this equation. So the best thing that you can do, determine all the givens and plug in the values in our derive or set equation. No? So yun lang po ang inyong gagawin. But of course, you should understand what is given in the illustration and in the problem. Okay? So take a look at this illustration. So the element, this element, okay, rotates to a certain angle theta. Okay? P. So angle theta P, at that orientation, the shear stress becomes zero. Okay? Again, if the shear stress becomes zero, this one po, nandito siya, may angle theta P1. So the material, no, ah, no shear stress, okay? Ano lang po ang meron? Normal stresses. At ang normal stresses, kapag ang atin pong shear stress ay zero, that is the maximum and at the minimum value. Okay? So the material chooses a direction where it experiences pure tension or compression only. Now let's move on with the in-plane shear stress. Okay? So this happens at a different orientation. Kanina po, nandun tayo sa maximum and minimum. Yung normal stresses where shear stress is zero. Ngayon, what is the maximum shear stress naman? Kailan naman yun nangyayari? So this happens at a different orientation, not the same as the principal plane. Okay? And you should remember, the maximum shear stress occurs at 45 degrees, okay, 45 degrees from the principal plane. Okay, take note of that. It happens, the maximum shear stress occurs at 45 degrees from the principal plane. Okay? In the formula, for the for the maximum in plane shear stress, so you just have to remember this equation. Okay? Medyo madami-daming equation po dito sa ating plane stress. Okay? But as I mentioned, you could use a method. It's up to you. If you are comfortable using the equation, you just get the value and plug in with the equation, or you could just the graphical method. Later, we will discuss the Mohr circle. Ano? So again, this is the formula for the maximum in-plane shear stress. So we have tau max is equals to the square root quantity sigma x minus sigma y over 2, then squared, plus the tau xy squared. Okay? So that is the formula. Now, pwede rin po, or simply, itong ating sigma 1, kapag po na-determine ninyo, ang shear max po natin, meron din po tayong pwedeng gamitin. Just remember, kung alam na po ninyo ang value ng sigma 1, the maximum, minus the minimum over 2, okay? You could use this value. Okay? Kasi sa graph po, makikita ninyo kapag nagawa kayo ng graphical method, yung dalawang magkatapat, this is the horizontal plane, dun sa diameter niya, magkatapat po siya, naandun ang sigma 1, naandun ang sigma 2, divided by 2. So that will give us the maximum shear also. Okay? So tatandaan nyo lang po, again, ang key relationship nila kapag principal stress and shear stresses are related. So kapag principal plane ang ating pinag-uusapan, ang shear stress po natin zero. So kumbaga pag umanggulo siya, naandito siya pantay. Okay? Kasi po itong vertical now is the tau. Okay? Sorry. This is the tau or the shear. So, flat lang yung line niya dito. Zero ang tau. So, naandito po sa diameter na ito ang ating principal plane. Maximum shear plane. Okay? So, tatandaan po. So, for the maximum,
So guys, listen, yung shear max dyan, this max, actually this is not shear max. This is the, kung mapapansin nyo, alin po yung ating pinag-divide dyan? Sigma 1 minus sigma 2. So this part po is not shear max. This is still normal. Sigma po ito. And what is the sigma? This is the average. The average sigma or the average normal stress. Okay? Naintindihan po? Please react if you understood that this tau max is not correct. So that is the average. Okay? The average normal stress. If you already know what is the sigma 1 and sigma 2. Okay?
uh, um, shear plane naman po, normal stress po natin dun is average, ano. 'Di po ba, sa principal plane ang shear stress zero, okay. Ibig sabihin principal nandun ang maximum at minimum, stress, ano po. Pero po, ang maximum shear plane hindi zero ang normal. Hindi zero ang normal stress, ano. Ang normal stress doon, ito po yun. This is the average normal stress, okay. At ito yung formula niya. Kapag maximum ang ating shear stress. Okay, I hope you get it. Okay, so let's have a simple problem regarding with this one. The substitution of values with our existing or given equation, right? Okay, I draw a simple example para magamit natin yung ating stress transformation using equation to find the values of those. So if you could still recall the first part of our discussion, finding the value of sigma x prime, this is equal to the sigma x plus sigma y over 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y over 2, okay? And that is cosine 2 theta plus tau xy sine 2 theta. Okay? And finding the value of sigma y prime, this is equals to sigma x plus sigma y over 2. Then mapapalitan yung kanyang sign minus sigma x, sigma y over 2. Ganun pa din, cosine 2 theta, and the plus will be negative minus tau xy sine 2 theta. Okay? And finding the value naman po of xy prime, this is equals to the negative. Okay? Negative of sigma x minus sigma y over 2. Cosine will be sine 2 theta, okay, plus tau, okay, xy cosine 2 theta. Okay? So kapag sa problem ang pinapahanap ay itong mga ito, we could just use this equation, this stress transformation equation, and plug in all those given values. Right? And then another equations that we have a while ago is finding the direction of our in-plane principal stresses. So that adds to our set of equation. We have tan 2 theta p is equals to the tau. You can look at your module. Tau xy over, what is that? Sigma x minus sigma y, and then divided by 2. Okay? And for our direction of our shear stress naman po, so we have here tan 2 theta, S naman siya, subscript of S, is equals to the negative. Okay? Negative of sigma x minus sigma y over 2, okay, over 2, divided by tau xy. So what have you noticed? This is just the negative inverse of the direction of our in-plane stress. Okay? And, and also include na rin po yung ating average normal stress, which is sigma x. Madali po siyang tandaan. Yung sigma x natin at sigma y, divide to nyo lang po. That will give us the average normal stress. Okay? And another formula that you should remember is the maximum formula for the maximum shear stress. So that is the tau max is equals tau maximum in plane. Ano po? Is the square root of sigma x minus sigma y over 2 squared plus tau xy squared. Okay? And that's not yet done. We still have one for the maximum and minimum in plane. That is the sigma 1 and sigma 2. Ginagamit na lang po minsan is sigma 1, 2. No? Is equal to sigma x plus sigma y over 2 plus and minus. Ano, itong plus, that is the maximum, and minus the minimum, is square root of sigma x minus sigma y over 2 squared plus tau xy squared. Okay? So again, at this condition where the principal stresses occurs, tandaan po natin that the shear stress is equal to 0. Okay? So there's a lot of equations that you should have to remember if you choose to use the stress transformation equation methods. Okay? But the good thing, once you know all this equation, you just have to determine the given values and plug it in all these equations. Ano po? So try to remember all these equations po. This is one of the method that we could use to find all the required values. But for the meantime, since we are done na po with the other equations, we just have to determine this required or the unknowns in this given illustration. Na? So, ang hanapin na lang po natin is the principal stresses using the equation, the maximum in-plane shear stresses using the equation, and the specific orientation po. Na? Actually, we could still rewrite this equation. So this tan 2 theta p is equals, itaas natin yung denominator. It could be 2 multiplied to tau xy over sigma x minus sigma y. It will give us the same value, isn't it? And for this one, this is equal to the negative of sigma x minus sigma y over 2 tau xy, right? And there's another key, relationship, okay? A very important relationship between the angles. So the plane of this maximum stress, this maximum shear stress, this is actually 45 degrees away from the principal plane. Okay, what does it mean? If you find the value of theta p, kung may value ka na nito, finding the value of theta s, so you just have to add 45 degrees. Na? So you could consider this relationship. If you already find the value of the direction of the principal stresses, you can easily get the value of the theta s. Okay, no need to solve again. Okay, and also remember this average normal stress. Okay, so remember that on the plane where shear stress is maximum, this tau max, there's still a normal stress present. Okay, so even at maximum shear, the element is not purely shear. There is a still normal stress acting, and that is the average normal stress. Right? Okay, so let's solve this simple problem. So, given illustration, so as I mentioned, yan po, given po ang ating mga equation. Ito po yung ating stress transformation equation. We could use it to find the value of the unknowns. But here po, primarily, we will be just getting the requirements of principal stresses, maximum in-plane shear stress, or the tau max, and their orientation, the specific orientation, right? So, let's get first all the given values. Okay, so 45, 60, and 30. Okay, the direction, take a look with the direction. Right? So, isulat natin siya. The given we have, so we have yung ating pong sigma x from the given is 45 megapascal. Sigma y is negative 60 megapascal. And yung ating tau xy is 30 megapascal. Again, sigma y is negative. Look at the illustration. Our sigma y is in compression. So that is negative. Our shear is counterclockwise and that is to the direction of positive. Sigma x is positive because that is in tension. Okay, so those are the concept that you should remember. Okay, now finding the value of our maximum or the principal stresses, the sigma 1 and 2. So we have sigma 1, sigma 2. Para hindi malito. Na? So sigma 1, that is 45 minus 60 because that is plus. Actually, this is plus, ano pa? Plus negative 60 over 2. Okay? And then we have plus minus. Okay? The maximum and the minimum square root of sigma x. Sigma s is 45. And then plus negative 60. Negative 60 yung ating sigma y over 2. Then squared plus the tau xy squared. And that is 30 squared. Okay? For sigma 1 natin, this is computing with our calculator, it will give us the value of what? 52.9669 megapascal, approximately equal to 53 megapascal. Okay? And for our sigma 2, we have minus naman po. Ima-minus naman po natin ito. Okay? So we have negative 67.9669 megapascal, approximately equal to 68 megapascal. Alright? So this is the answer for letter A. Okay? We have sigma 1, sigma 2. So this is our answer. And for letter B, we have to find the tau maximum from the given equation. That is the what? The square root of, again, sigma x minus sigma y over 2 squared plus tau xy squared. Okay, then substitute the given value. We have square root, again, of 45 minus negative 60 over 2 squared plus 30 squared. Okay, just be careful with the unit that is megapascal. Do not forget in your final answer. Tau max is equal to, by computing from our calculator, it will give us the value of 60.4669 megapascal. Okay? So this is our maximum shear stress. Alright? And let's proceed with the direction. Okay? So for letter C, we have to find the specific orientation of our principal stress. So what is the formula? Tan 2p, this one. Ano po? So we have tan 2 theta p, the direction of our principal stress, is equals to tau xy over sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2. Okay? So ating tau xy is 30 megapascal divided by 45 minus our sigma um, y na 60, negative 60, and then divided by 2, right? So computing it from our calculator, our theta p, it will give us the value of what? Yung 14.87 degrees. Okay? So, kailan po yun? Okay? So, kapag illustration, ano po? So, kung yung plane natin, ganyan, ano po? Halimbawa po ganyan, naka-rotate, naka-orient na ganyan. So, paano po yung orientation ng theta p doon? So, siya po ay, nasan ang kanyang theta p? Probably ganyan po siya. So, ito ngayon yung ating um, sigma x, alright? Tapos, ang angle po natin sinasabi is this angle. Yung shear natin ay 0. Ano? And the 14.87 degree is this angle. Okay? This is 14.87 degrees. Okay? So, pag ito'y hinanap, nasaan naman po yung ating location na sigma y. Okay? Dito naman po siya. So, nandito si sigma y. So, what is the angle naman po ni sigma y? So, it just, if you could notice, this will just have a 90 degree. Okay? So, yung orientation nito, gawin nyo lang po, 90 minus 1487. So, what is that? That is, this is 0 degrees. Ano po? So, negative na siya dito. Pag dito ang rotation niya sa clockwise. So, this is negative 75.13 degrees. Na pa. So, that's how you do or how you use the stress equation. Okay, stress transformation equation. You just have to be familiar with the equation, determine the given values, and plug it in with all the given stress transformation equations. Okay, so there is a lot of equations you should have to memorize or familiarize yourself if you choose to use the equation. Okay, so later we will discuss the Moore circle, the one that I prefer and I recommend to use because that graphical method will showcase all the values by just merely plotting it in your circle, which is the Moore circle. Okay.
Okay, so let's continue. So as I mentioned, so let me present to you po atong aking ano. Because part ng ating module when I'm sorry, yung ating material module 5, there is a part doon po ng more circle. So starting page, wala pala siyang page. Okay? But the section of more circle, okay? So tama naman po yung mga equations diyan, ano? But I will be uploading this part of notes, okay? Because we will be proceeding with the more circle. Actually, when I do the plain stress, nagmo-more circle lang po ako. But medyo confusing yung graph doon sa ating nasa material, okay? So probably because bakit 'di po ba ang sabi natin, wait lang po ha, at aking pupunasan lang aring nabasahang kape. Okay? Because when I do the solution, when it is dealing with the Moore circle, ano po, Moore circle din ang ginagawa ko instead of numerous equation. Ano, hindi rin po ako magaling magsaulo ng mga maraming equation. Okay? But I prefer Moore circle. Okay? So sa Moore circle po kasi, hindi siya mag-zoom out. Why? Bakit? Baka ha? Hindi ko siya mag-zoom out. Yan. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, sa construction ng circle, this is taken from the book of Hibbeler. Ang nilagay po sa atin dyan, ang pagko-coordinates, the positive, di po ba ang ating coordinates? Mamaya later we will discuss, ano, pag po tayo nag-sample problem. Ito po ang ating sigma and this is our tau. Ano, the xy. Hindi po ito xy. Ito ang ngayon ay sigma at tau. Sa baba po, ang positive. Okay? That is the procedure for analysis given by Hibbeler. Ano po? Represent shear stress, the tau, positive downward. Okay? So, alin po ang medyo confusing sa akin? But actually, the answer is also correct. Ano po? Medyo ayoko lang din pong ang sarili ko ay malito. Kaya po, still, ang sinunod ko po ay kung paano ko siya natutunan noon. Na? So, kasi ang ating pong module, let me present the module po na sinasabi kong bakit po ako medyo nalilito. Ano po? Ito po kasi yung ating module, ano, Kapag po nag-graph, okay, sa Mohr circle, mapapansin niyo po, ang coordinates na nakuha po natin sa ating vertical at horizontal, nasaan na ba yung value ng coordinates? So we have here this example. Ano, ang interpretation ko po kasi 'pag ganito, pababa compression but you state that this is negative. Okay, so kung negative siya pababa, therefore this should be in positive tension. Ano? Same with this negative 60. If you have downward negative, okay, so to make it positive, ibig sabihin downward siya, negative siya doon, so dapat gawin mo siyang clockwise. Ano? But actually, as this shows, it is a feeling ko personal example. Ano? Ang hindi ko lang po dito hindi lang po ako maka-relate dito, I mean, but all the answers po dito tama po ano, because, I tried to solve it on my own by using the procedure for analysis of Hibbeler, and all the value are all correct. Ano, the Q1, the theta, the radius, they are all correct. Okay, following the rules of Hibbeler. So I cannot judge the solution na ang ginamit niyang positive is yung nasa taas. Ano, kasi based on Hibbeler, the tau will be at negative. Okay? Downward, not negative pala. The tau positive is at downward position. Okay? Naintindihan po 'yon? So I do the same, the exact example, example po na ito, following the procedure of Hibbeler, and it resulted the same value. Ano, and it's up to you what you prefer. Ano, ang tau po ay positive pababa. Ano, from the reference book natin ni Hibbeler. Okay? So dito po kasi ang tau niya is ang positive kasi po dito, mali pala yung aking hinihila pababa. Ano? So ano po ang naging coordinates niya? Ang sabi po niya coordinates ay ang tau niya is 60. Okay? So 60, negative po kasi yun, negative pababa. Okay, negative doon, ibig sabihin magpa-positive siya. That's why meron siyang positive 60. Okay? So positive 60, dapat yung pinaka-tau niya, okay yung positive ka dito sa sigma, na dito sa line na ito, positive ka. Pero yung iyong tau should be at this point. Okay? This point ka dito, and then look at this one, negative 50. So, negative mo si sigma, dito talaga siya, 50. Okay? Pero ang negative tau mo dapat somewhere here. Na kaya kumbaga nabaligtad lang yung pinaka diameter na ipinapakita. But overall, since it's just the same circle, definitely we could have the same value. Na so that's why it's up to you, but am suggesting and really and recommending that follow what is being stated or represented by the book, by our reference book of Hibbeler, the Mechanics of Materials, na yung tau should be positive downward. Okay, naiintindihan po yon? Okay? So let me present the solution. Okay? So I will not present the details ng procedure for analysis. So to susundan nyo lang po siya, paano siya mag-graph. Ano, I solved this on my own, following what I knew from the very start. I learned the Mohr circle from the book of Hibbeler. Pa, nasaan na ba siya? Okay, let's have this problem. Ano po? Nasaan na siya? Sample. Okay, please react po pag may nakita na kayong video ha. Let me use this sample problem, all right, given in the illustration. So we have here a plane. We have the sigma x 90 megapascal, it's in tension. The sigma y is 50 megapascal, that is in compression. And our tau xy is 60 megapascal. Okay, so let's do and find the values. Ano po ang mga values na ating kukunin? That's why I use this problem. We will not just be focusing on one, two, or three requirements. We will be using the graphical method, this Moore circle, to find the value of all the values presented by the equation. Okay, so we could find the value of the center, which will give us the average stress. We will find the maximum stress. Okay, so through graphical method, sige, isa-isahin po natin. Through graphical method, we can find the value of the average. Okay, we can find the value of the maximum shear stress. We also we can also find the value ang ating principal stresses. So yung atin pong sigma 1, sigma 2. Okay? Ano pa? We could have uh, the direction. Okay? So we can find the value, yung direction po nitong principal stresses na ito. Ano pa? Yung say for example, the angle P. Ano? Kasi nasa more circle tayo. And um, kung meron binigay sa atin na orientation, ano po, pwede din paghanap ng value ng ating sigma x prime, sigma y prime, ano, anything that could be determined using the Moore circle, pwede natin siyang kunin. Right? So, let's start. So, paano po tayo magpapanimula? So, sabi natin, kailangan nating kunin ang coordinates. So, ang coordinates natin, meron tayong x face dito. So, x face, ito po yung side na to. We have this y face kasi naando naman po ang ating sigma x value at sigma y. Okay? So, in our graphical method, di po ba, we are need to have the coordinates. Okay? So, what are our coordinates with the x face? Okay? So, for our x face, ang coordinate natin, sabi natin po, ito ay sigma and the other, this is the horizontal and the vertical coordinates. Ano? Horizontal is the sigma and the vertical coordinates is the tau. Okay? So, kailangan natin ng coordinates ng x-phase. Ano po ang meron kay x-phase? Sigma po natin is positive 90. Okay? Ang ating tau is ano po ang ating tau? XY, 60, and that is counterclockwise, so we could use positive 60. Okay? And Y phase natin, ito naman pong yung side na to. Na, ang ating sigma doon is positive 50 megapascal in compression. Okay? And compression is negative. So, ang ating coordinates doon is negative 50 and the tau is ano po ang tawag dito? Shear. This shear is to rotate in a clockwise direction. So be careful that 60 will be negative. Okay? So ang coordinates po nyo rito ng tau is negative 60. Okay? So tatandaan po, the very crucial part is to determine the positive and the negative sign of our coordinates. Ano? Sigma, positive kung siya ay tension, negative if it is in compression. Okay? Tau, if the shear stress in this x phase is counterclockwise, that is positive. If it is clockwise, that will be negative. Okay? So, yun po ang tatandaan. Okay? Then, plot it in our sigma tau coordinates. Okay? So, we have positive 90 and positive 60. Okay? So, positive, dito ang kay sigma. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, this one. So, naandito po 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, positive ulit si tau. So, dito nyo po siya i-project. Na. Positive 60 naman kay tau. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Project na lang po natin siya. So, this is our first dot ano or first location. So lagyan niyo lang po siya saan siya galing, galing siya kay X face mo. So, it's up to you kung gusto niyo siyang ilagay. And that is the coordinates po para lang hindi po tayo maligaw. That is 90 and 60. Okay? And another coordinates mo galing kay Y phase. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo, si tau, positive and negative. Ganon din si sigma. Ano? Kasi magkabilaan po sila. Na? So, ang ating pong sigma dito ay negative. So, dito naman po tayo, negative 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somewhere here. And negative din ang ating tau. So, dito tayo sa quadrant na ito. 1, project lang natin siya pa ganyan. Okay? Tapos, negative 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, this is negative 60. Ah, ito yung aking broken line. Hindi siya line. Yan, 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 yan. Pwede na yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Negative 60 po kasi ang ating tao, ano, dito. And that is our Y phase. No? Coming from our Y phase, ang coordinates po natin dito, negative 50, negative 60. Okay? So, ano pong meron? Pag, pag po na-plot natin, pagko-connecte natin sila. No? And that is the diameter of our circle. Okay? Kung may diameter tayo, gagawa natin siya ng bilog. Okay? So, let's create the circle for that diameter of the circle. Okay? Now we have our circle na, the more circle. So, kailangan lang natin siyang lagyan ng mga values. So, let's just locate where is the center of the center, of the circle rather. So, this is the center. You can locate, kahit di po siya perfect, ano, yung aking circle, yung aking line. But if you are using the correct drafting tool, compass, ruler, ano, you can plot it in a very accurate or precise manner. All right? But for the sake of discussion, let's continue. So this is the center of our circle. So how to determine the value of the center? One, sabi natin, ang center natin is the Q average. Okay? So let's have, ano yung ating center? From our discussion, ang center ng ating circle ay equal to the average stress. Okay? So, paano po natin malalaman? So, ang ating center to determine, di po ba, we have at this side, okay, this is 90, correct? And at this side, we have po 50, okay? Therefore, finding the center is just the middle of this 90 and 50 divided by 2 lang po natin. So, we have 90 plus 50 over 2. So, ang gitna po natin, we have 70. Okay? 70, kung 90 po ito, okay, ibig sabihin 90 minus 20. Ano, 20 po ito. Kasi 70 ang gitna. Ito po. Yan. This is 70. Also, this is 70. So, ang center po natin dito, ito pong center natin, ano po yan ngayon? Sabi natin, ang center natin ay Q average and then 0. So, definitely, ang center natin ay 20 megapascal. Okay, 0. Okay, so nasolve na natin siya through the Mohr circle. This is equal to, by merely looking at the circle, Mohr circle, that is 20 megapascal. That is our average normal stress. Okay? And then, the shear max, sabi po natin, ang shear max natin ay equal sa ating radius. Okay? So, may given naman pong equation to find the value of the radius. You can still use that. Okay? But finding the value of the radius po dito, alin po ang sinasabi nating radius? Ito po yun. Ano po yung haba nito? Okay? So we can just create po, finding the radius. Okay? So finding the radius, ito pong radius natin na ito. So di po ba we can utilize the triangle that we can construct from there. So ano po ang height nito? This height is 60, di po ba? The tau, this is 60. And this side po, this sigma, 50. Sorry. We will be using now, what is this one? From the center, this measured from here to here, that is not 50. That is coming from the center of the circle, and that is 70. Okay? And we have to find the value of the radius. Simply, we could use the Pythagorean theorem. We could have the radius as the square root of 70 squared plus 60 squared, and it will give us the value of 92.1954 megapascal. Okay? So, this radius from our discussion, it is the maximum. Therefore, our tau max is equals to 92.1954 megapascal. Okay? So, ganyan lang po. Na. And then, for the principal stresses naman po, from our, say, we have to find the value of the principal stresses, sigma 1 and sigma 2. Here, letter C. So, find the value of sigma 1 and 2. Okay? Sabi po natin from our discussion, that is equal to the average normal stress plus the radius. Ano? Or simply the tau max. Okay? So, ang atin pong average normal ay 20. Okay? Ang ating radius is the tau max, which is 92. So, paano po natin yun makikita sa ating illustration? So, yung ating sigma 1, kapag po inorotate ito, kailangan po siyang ma-rotate, pupunta po siya in this direction. Ano, rotate siya hanggang ma-reach niya ito. So, yung ating circle, kung counterclockwise siya, naandito po siya. No? Lying at this axis. So, naandito si sigma 1, the maximum, and this is the sigma 2. Okay? And what is this value? Okay, di po ba? Kanina, nakita natin, ang radius niya ay itong 70. Ano pa? Itong pinaka-center. Okay, and notice bakit siya nandyan sa horizontal na yan. Am I audible po? Bakit kailangan mag-rotate ng plane? This is because sa sigma 1, the maximum, and sigma 2, the minimum, ang shear stress dapat zero. Okay? So, kailangan mag-rotate ni plane papunta kay zero shear stress. Okay? Naintindihan po kung bakit siya nandito sa plane na to, sa horizontal plane na to. Kailangan niyang pumunta doon kasi dapat ang condition doon, ang shear stress is equal to zero. Okay? Ganun po yun. Ano, kaya siya iniikot ng pabalik. Turn ng ating ano ay yung, sorry. So, kanina po nakita natin, nakuha natin yung average normal stress natin ay 20. Ibig sabihin ito po yung bahaging iyon, no? 20. Ngayon kapag po siya ay nag-rotate, ano, nakarating siya doon sa maximum shear stress natin na zero, ia-add po natin yung radius natin na nakuha. Di po ba ang radius na ito ay equal din dito? This is also a radius. Ano pa? Yan. And that radius, nakuha na natin ang value kanina. Kaya yung sigma 1 natin is just the radius, which is the shear maximum, plus the average normal stress, yun po yung 20 megapascal. Okay? Plus po siya dito. Dito naman po, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung ating sigma 2 or the minimum. Okay? So, ito naman po na andito yung ating pinaka-radius. Okay, di po ba? Pinaka-radius natin ay ito na, pero kailangan natin siyang bawasan ng average normal stress, which is 20. Okay? Kaya sa equation, from our discussion, yung ating sigma maximum 1 is equal to the sigma average. Lagyan na po natin dito ng 2, ano, plus minus ano na po natin. Ano po yung ating radius? Not radius pala, sorry. Correct, the radius rather. That is, yung nakuha natin na tau max. Tau max muna. Tau max. Okay, nalito na. Ang average natin ay 20. So, plus natin yung ating tau max, which is 92.1954. And that will give us the sigma 1, ano, or the maximum. So, this is 20 plus 92.194, computing it from our calculator. So, it will give us the value of 112.1954 megapascal. Na? So, this is our sigma 1. Okay? And for our sigma 2, so that is average, which is 20 minus naman po. Sorry, this is yung ating, pag minusin lang po natin sila, ano, the radius, the shear max, yung ating 92.1954 minus 20 or yung location ng ating um, dito po, based from our circle, ima-minus natin ito. Ano? So, this is the radius. Okay? Minus ito po sa pinaka-location niya. That is just by virtual interpretation. So, it will give us the value of 92.1954 minus 20. So, that is 72.1954 megapascal. Okay? So, this is our sigma 2. Okay? So, ganun lang po. Ano? So, ito, maximum plus kay average. Ito naman po, si sigma 2, in this representation sa ating circle, basta hanapin lang po natin yung pinaka-radius niya kapag ang shear ay 0, magbibigay na po yun sa atin ng value ng sigma 1 at sigma 2. Okay? So, that is the answer for our sigma 1 and sigma 2. Okay? Now, to reach that principal stresses naman po, ano po, on letter D, okay, the angle po, say yung ating angle P, asan daw po yun? Ano, to reach the principal stresses. Ano, yan pong sigma 1 and sigma 2 natin. Okay, so paano po natin malalaman? So, balik po tayo sa illustration. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nasaan daw po ang direction na ito? Okay? Ano daw po yung direction ng ating plane kapag siya ay nakarating dito sa ating principal stresses, the sigma 1 and sigma 2. Okay, so In actual plane po, sabi po natin from our discussion, this theta angle, this is equal to the 2 theta sa ating plane. Okay? So finding the value of theta ng plane, kung ito po yung sa plane, we should divide this, yung P natin na 40.6013 degree divided by 2, yung atin pong theta is equal to, kung yun po yung nasa plane, 20.30 degree. Okay? So ganun po natin interpret. Ano? Remember the angle in Mohr circle, that is times 2 of the angle in the plane. Okay? So, ganun po siya. Na, and if the problem is asking for the value of sigma x prime, say for example, the problem is asking for the value of sigma x prime and sigma y prime, meaning, meron pong given sa problem, given, say for example, kasi di po ba minsan ang ibinibigay ay umikot ang ating plane. If the plane is rotated, say for example, 23 degrees clockwise. Okay? So, yung ating plane, we just have to interpret that our plane, we have here yung ating plane. Opo, ganyan siya. Hindi pa natin alam kung ano ba yung mga yan, kung compression ba yan or ano. Sa, di po ba, ang sa more circle natin na angle, okay? Ang ating P doon, angle P ay equal kay 2 theta. And this is the theta po. Okay? So kung ang gagamitin natin ay si Mohr circle, ang theta nating i-evaluate doon sa ating Mohr circle will be multiplied by 2. So ang theta natin will be 46 degree if we rotate it in the Mohr circle. Okay? So paano po 'yon? Okay, so going back to the illustration, kanina meron na po tayo dito, itong angle of direction natin, kung ito po yung same problem that we will be working on. So this theta, that is 40. Lagyan po natin ng value, kahit medyo nakakalito na yung mga pangyayari. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, so may nakuha tayo kanina ditong value, di po ba? Para makarating tayo kay principal stress, nakuha natin that this angle is 40.613 degree. Na, ngayon, ang sabi po, if the plane is to rotate from principal stress po tayo ha, the sigma 1. Kung atin pong plane is to rotate with 23 degree clockwise, so that will be 46 degree. So, aadan po natin siya ng 46 degree. From this po, so 46, so probably, malapit na siya sa 90. So, dito siya somewhere. Okay. Basta po siya ay parang magna 90 na So we have here this angle po. So from kung tayo po magsisimula kay sigma 1 at sigma 2 in the horizontal axis. So nandito tayo at 86.6013 degree. Okay? And okay. So ito po 'yun, ito yung line na 'yon. Dito nasa angle tayo na 86.603. So kapag po itong vertical na ito ang ating pinagbasihan, yung vertical ng ating pinaka more circle, ito po, 'di po ba ito ay in 90? Okay? So 'di po ba itong angle na ito, okay, may angle din po 'yan, and that angle 90 minus 86. Okay? So ano po yung angle dito? No? So that is 90 minus this angle, so it give us the value of 3.3987 degrees. Okay? So that is the angle of that small angle. Kasi kung ari po 86, bakit po natin kailangan yon? Dahil yun pong medyo maliit na lang po, but if you zoom our more circle, ang value po ng ating sigma y prime, kasi nandito po tayo sa y phase ng bahagya, po, is this part. Ano? So this is our sigma y prime actually. Ano? So dito lang po hindi malinaw, medyo hindi perfect ang aking pagga-graph, okay? Pero ang tatandaan niyo lang po, if you are looking for the value of sigma y prime, ang sigma y prime po dapat po kasi ito ay mag-i-equal yung haba din ano. Ang sigma y prime po natin is this side of the triangle, ito po, the x, okay? Plus this, ano, ito po ano, nandito tayo sa 20, okay? Ito. So, nandito tayo ano, this is in perfect ano, ito po kasing total na ito, 20. Okay? Ngayon, alin po yung sinasabi nating sigma prime y? Ang sigma y prime po natin kasi is this location. Ano? Ito pong nasaan siya dito? This part. Okay? Kaya kung i-evaluate po natin yung ating sigma y prime po diyan ay equal dito sa 20. I hope you get it. 20 minus this x. Okay, minus this x of this triangle. Ano po? So, yung ating triangle po na gagamitin, ganyan. Okay, may angle tayo dito na 3.987. So, hahanapin natin yung x. And this y po, itong height na ito po, this entire height is already our tau xy prime. Okay? So, yung makukuha po nating value dito, pag tayo ay nag-triangle rule, gagamitin po natin siya sa pagkuha ng sigma y prime, which is yung ating um, center, ano po, minus this x. Okay? So, let's solve it po din sa baba. Okay? So, dito natin siya i-solve. So, yung ating sigma x prime, okay? Punta muna po tayo. Sigma y prime muna po tayo kasi siya yung nasa iikutan. Ano po, dini po. Kung mapapansin niyo po, ari po kasi yung ating y phase. Kapag siya ay nag-rotate clockwise, papunta po siya doon. So, pupunta doon ang sigma y prime. Okay? Kaya, yung si x, it doesn't represent the x po doon sa ating, the face of the sigma. Hindi po yan ha. That is the face of y. Okay? So, that is the sigma y. Okay? So, ang ating sigma y po, ay sabi po natin, it is equal doon sa center 20 minus yung x. Saan po natin i-evaluate ang x? So, yung x po natin, evaluate lang po natin siya dito. Doon sa triangle, this is we have here y, and the angle here po na given, which is 3.3987 degrees. Na? So, evaluating this triangle, di po ba this is opposite of the direction angle. So, that is yung atin pong sine of 3.3987 degrees equal po yon sa ating x, okay, over what is this one? This is actually the radius. Di po ba? Mapapansin nyo, radius pa din po iyon. Okay? So, representing or substituting the value of our radius na nakuha na 92.1954. So, ilalagay lang po natin siya as the hypotenuse of our triangle. So, this is 92.1954. And then we can solve for the value of x. So, 92.1954 multiplied to sine 3.3987. So, it will give us the value of 5.4541. Okay? So, pag pinag-minus po natin siya, so sigma y po natin 20 minus 5.4541. So, ang atin pong sigma y prime, it will give us the value of around 14.5343 megapascal. Okay? So, this is our sigma y. Okay? And just to check, kung gusto niyo po siyang i-check doon sa ating equation, ano po, di po ba meron tayong formula for sigma y? Ano nga po yung formula natin? So, this is sigma x plus sigma y over 2. So, negative, ano po, minus sigma x minus sigma y over 2 and cosine 2 theta minus tau xy sine 2 sine 2 theta. Okay? So, ano po yung mga value? You can check po or you can validate naman po through the equation. Na. So, alin po ang given natin kanina? So, we have for the ating sigma x ay 90, ang ating sigma y ay negative 50. Ano po? So, substitute lang po natin. X natin ay 90 plus negative 50 over 2 minus sigma x natin 90 minus negative 50 over 2 cosine. And what is cosine natin? That is 2 times, remember nasa equation na po tayo. So, ang atin pong gagamitin theta dyan is yung 23. So, we have 2 times 23. 23 ay sabi clockwise, so that will be negative. So, 23 times 2, that is negative 46 degree. Okay? Minus ang atin pong tau xy given in the problem is 60 megapascal. So, substitute lang po natin. 60. And then again, that is 2 theta to negative 26. So that is negative, 23 rather, that is negative 46 degree. Okay? So sigma y, please compute it in your calculator. Sigma y prime is equal to, okay, sigma y prime is, it's just the same. Ano po? 14.53 megapascal. Okay? So, ganun po. You can check it into the equation. But if you can do it graphically or interpret the Moore circle, you can actually solve all the values through the Moore circle. Okay? Now, solving for the sigma x prime, okay, sabi po natin kanina, ang ating sigma x prime, ito naman po yung ano, yung ating center plus yung ating yung x, ano po, kasi babaliktarin lang naman po ulit natin din yung triangle. Ano? Dito, evaluate natin dito sa baba yung triangle. Okay? So, dito po, plus naman siya. Ano? Kasi meron ka center, and then si x mo po ngayon na andito. So, yung atin pong sigma, pag nag-rotate ng clockwise, so bahagya naman po siyang iipod papunta dito. So, instead of yung center mo ay ma-minusan natin ng value ng x, i-add naman po natin siya. Ano, kasi nandito naman po siya. So, naandito yung 20, so plus x naman po siya. So, may value na tayo nung x na nakuha. So, yung ating sigma, kasi naandito po yung ating um, sigma x prime dito sa baba, ano po, because this is the x phase, kapag nag-rotate siya, pupunta siya dito. Ano? So, ganun lang po. We just have to evaluate. So, ang ating sigma x prime po is just yung ating center na 20 plus yung nakuha nating value ng x kanina na 5 point, asan nga po yun? This one, 5.4541. 4541. Therefore, our sigma x prime is equal to 25.4541 megapascal. Okay? So, this is the value of our sigma x prime. Okay? So, through the equation, um, dapat magkalapit lang din yung value nilang makukuha. Ano, if not exactly, at least the first decimal or the second decimal, they are the same. Ano, you can check to the actual stress formation equation. Ano, pwede nyo rin po siyang i-check as we do it a while ago with the sigma y. Sige po, i-check na po natin siya. Sige nga po. So, sigma x prime is equal yung ating equation na sigma x. So, sige, substitute na lang po natin ang value. Ang sigma x po natin ay 90 plus yung ating sigma y na -50/2. And this is plus, okay? Sigma x natin ay 90 minus yung ating sigma y na 50/2 na. And then cosine, still -46 degree plus yung ating tau na 60 and then sine -46 degree. Okay? Okay, please try to compute it in the calculator if we could have the same value ng ating sigma x prime. So, sigma x prime natin. Okay, I think we get the same value and that is around 25.4656 megapascal. Okay, so hindi naman po siya nagkakalayo. Is still 25.46 or 45. Okay? So, ano po ang hindi natin nahahanap? Okay, tau. Okay, tau xy prime. Okay, so sabi natin, ang tau xy prime is the height. Ano po? Ari pong ating height na ito. Okay? So, tau xy prime, yun yung vertical ng ating triangle kanina. Ito po, the y prime. So, that is, this y is actually, this is the tau xy prime. So, paano po hinahanapin? It's just adjusting to the given angle direction. So, that is naman po cosine. Okay, so cosine of 3.3987 degree equal doon sa y natin or simply tau xy prime over yung ating radius na 92.1954. Okay? So, therefore, yung ating tau xy prime is equal to what? 91.8382 megapascal. Okay? So, this is our tau xy prime. And still, this tau xy prime, you can check it with our given equation. Okay, so let's check it. So, using the equation formula, ano po? So, yung ating xy prime, so it should be not far yung value na makukuha natin. But it probably not exact value. Because we are in the graphical method. So, the plot, the point could be not as precise with the value given kapag tayo ay nag equation kasi syempre po ang mga grid lines natin hindi nagpapantay-pantay or yung but it's supposed to be the whole number should be the same. So ano po ba yung formula natin for the tau xy prime? So that is negative, okay, sigma x minus sigma y over 2 sine 2 theta plus tau xy cosine 2 theta. Okay? So, plug in the given value. So, we have um, sigma x natin 90 minus sigma y ay -50. Alright? And then divided by 2 sine 2 theta, that is 223.46. So, -46. Okay, -46 degree plus tau natin ay 60 cosine -46 degrees. Okay? I plug it in our calculator, please. So, ang ating sigma xy prime, it gives the value of what? So, the value gives 92.0333 na in 4 decimal megapascal. So this is the value of our tau xy prime. Comparing with the graphical method, the value that we get is 91.8. Okay, so round it up to the whole number. That is not too far with 92.03. Okay? So either of the two methods, you can choose whatever method you could use, method that you are comfortable to use with, and you think that is easier for you, so you are allowed to choose what method you use in our plain stress related problems. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, so that's all for our chapter 5 sample problems. Please study. And in our next meeting, we will proceed with a new topic, that is the chapter 6. Okay, I think that concludes